Woke and Ready TV. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Just gonna share a little quick story with you. You know what I mean? Let you guys know why Styles P will always be my #1 rapper. You know what I'm saying? So this was like, I want to say like the summer of 2003, maybe 2004, when I had the chances of meeting Styles P and doing a track with him. I don't know where Cooch at, man. Shout out to Cooch, but he was the one that made this, shit happen for us. So, I used to always see Cooch in the hood. You know what I mean? I never knew he ran with D-Block and had a relationship with Kiss and Styles and all them like that. You know what I mean? But he was like, he had a situation. Then he was like, yo, boom, boom, boom. I can link y'all up with Styles and, do a track and all that. So I was like, all right, cool, set it up. So, he called Styles on the phone one day. I think we was up north somewhere in this bar. We seen him, he called Styles up. Styles was like, all right, bet, yeah, come up on this day, bring him through, you know what I mean? Cooch spoke highly of me and my team. So we was like, all right, bet. So, we set it up. We drive down there, go straight to Yonkers. You know what I mean? And I remember when we pulled up, we seen it was a Rough Riders building, and right next to the Rough Riders building was the D-Block building, but it was like, I think it was like an apartment complex or something like that, if I can remember. But the whole apartment was like a studio. You know what I mean? It was set up, had vending machines, had a little, maintenance man there, whatever, working, cleaning up and all that. You know what I mean? So we get in there, we chop it up for a minute. And I remember, it was Styles P and Super Mario, and it was somebody else from their team. He was in there. And I remember Styles was like, my man got the smoke. If y'all want blaze, they had some motherfucking haze. Shit was crazy, you know what I mean? That's what made me start blowing haze. That became like my weed of choice. You know what I mean? But I remember we played some beats for Styles, and the beat that we had 10 beats. We had just grabbed like 10 beats off this producer. This producer, he used to do, I forget his name, but he used to do beats for like Busta Rhymes and Flip Mode and all them, you know what I mean? A couple dudes in the industry. But he had some crazy beats, but it was this one particular beat that we was hoping Styles get on, because we had a connect to get our shit played on the radio on Power 99, you know what I'm saying? We was all right with QDZ at the time, when he was working for Power 99, and he already agreed to, spin our shit, which we did get our shit spun, but it wasn't with the song that we picked with Styles P. But, thinking back now, like, we still could have used that song to get spun. But, we was thinking, the radio play, the clubs and shit like that. So, long story short, the one beat that none of us really liked, but it sounded like a Styles P beat type beat, you know what I'm saying? I think that was the whole reason we chose that beat, but we didn't really like the beat. That was the beat that he chose. He was like, oh yeah, this is the beat right here. We like, yeah. So we like, all right, so we playing the beat, you know what I mean? Me, I had like 1,000, that's when I used to keep like verses in my head. So I felt like I ain't got to write shit. So we sitting there smoking. You know what I mean? Super Mario, he rolling up. He would roll a L up, light it, pass it to Styles, and roll another one up. You know what I mean? He never get the L back. Styles just finished the whole L. You know what I mean? So he rolling another joint up, light it, take a couple hits, pass it to Styles, roll another one up, light it, pass it to Styles, just finishing the L's. He's smoking, you know what I mean? He's just rolling them up and passing them to him. He take his couple hits and pass it to him, and Styles will finish the whole Dutch. So Styles on like his 4th Dutch by now. I'm still smoking my same joint, like putting it out. You know what I mean? Parlaying, whatever. We listen to the beat on the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That we, so we in there probably like for an hour now. So I remember Styles saying, all right, I'm ready. I never seen him pick up no pen or paper. Yes, mama. I see you. Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second, yo. Let me.
I'm dancing.
You know what I mean?
I'm dancing.
Yeah, you look cute, mama. That's my little sidekick right there, my little 2-year-old there. But yeah, so I never seen him pick up no pen and pad. You know what I mean? I used to hear stories about dudes like not writing a rhyme. So he like cut the lights off. I remember I was like, oh shit, it's about to get dark in here. And he started laughing, so he go in the booth. Nigga start screaming, ah. You know what I mean? Just went in. Nigga went in, I'm like, yo, this nigga ain't right shit. You know what I mean? So he said he been doing this for years. So, you know, when I seen him do that, you know, that's when I started, you know, trying it more and more. Like, yo, I could do that. I can, you know what I'm saying, go in there and not have to write and just, you know, kind of memorize it like 4 ball, put it together. But he did the whole 16 straight. You know what I mean? It was a few takes. But, you know, he just dropped us some jewels at the end of the, session or whatever. Dropped us a few jewels, some things that will stay with me to this day. Because, you know what I mean? He said he felt me. He was like, yo, I feel your energy. I feel your you know what I mean, your spirit. You got it with you. Just stay at it, you know what I mean? And try to keep your team together. It's the only way this shit gonna work. And that shit stayed with me. But, you know, me witnessing that, because at the time, Styles P was my favorite rapper. So for me to get an opportunity to do a song with my favorite rapper at that time, and this was the time like Gangsta and Gentleman, I think that just dropped. That either just dropped or was about to drop. And I remember I wanted to meet Kiss, but Kiss was on tour at the time. I met Sheik, and we rolled back to the hood, to they hood. J Hood and all them dudes was out there. You know what I'm saying? So I got the, you know, honors to meet Sheik, busted up with Styles. But for him dropping them jewels on me at that time, and that was my favorite artist, I was like, damn, that was like a memorable moment for me. And it meant a lot because, like I said, that was my favorite rapper. You know what I mean? Every mixtape he dropped, I was on it. You know what I mean? I was D-blocked out. And, you know, that was just a good experience. And, you know, for him to feel me and embrace me and just like my shit like that, I was like, yeah, this is my guy. This is my #1 rapper. I met a lot of rappers, you know what I'm saying? I did tracks with a lot of rappers. But that was like probably the biggest artist that I ever did a track with. And like him and I would say Beanie Sigel is like 2 dudes that will always be in my top rappers of all times. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I got the honor to meet Beans when he came to my hood. I was like 14, 15. Came through the hood with the ball pain in the ass, shook my hand. They bought all our weed. We had a couple packs, you know what I mean? Some weed. They bought everything. Chopped it up with us for a minute, rolled out. But this was a regular thing with Beans. He would come to any hood in Philly and show love, you know what I'm saying? And these rappers these days, they don't do that. They don't come to the hood. They don't, you know what I mean? They don't, if they do, they got like bodyguards and shit with them. They there for a quick second, they out. I'm talking about Beans used to pop up, roll dice, smoke weed with us, spit a few bars, let us hear some shit, and be out and be in another hood. You know what I mean? And that was the beauty of hip hop back in the era, early 2000s, late 90s. It kept us motivated, man. That's what we loved, you know what I mean? And it made us feel like this is what we want to be. This is what we want to be like. We still get love in the hood and in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So that was something to, you know, really, they some real dudes, man. Shout out to Styles P. Shout out to Beanie Sigel. You know what I mean? They 2 dudes right there that I will always say, will have an impact on me when I was doing music. Even to this day, I got to live that and be around that. You know what I'm saying? Just something I wanted to share with y'all. But this Woke and Ready TV, like this video, subscribe to this channel, y'all.